and welcome to Creative Chats. We are so excited to have you here, Rana Salam. Before we start our conversation, maybe you can introduce yourself, please, to the audience.
My gosh, I still don't know how to introduce myself because I'm a designer that dips into so many things. I trained as a graphic designer and I specialize in Middle Eastern pop culture. And I'm dipping in all sorts of things, from fashion to retail, hospitality, to flowers today.
Yes, it's so nice. For the people who can see us, they can obviously see you are so colorful today.
I'm
with
in bubblegum pink.
Yes, but for the ones who are listening, I can also see this beautiful jewelry that you're wearing with the Beirut.
It's called the Beirut Bling.
Yes.
And it's something I designed for my beloved city. And with all its crises, I still think Beirut is the place to be. I've traveled the world, but nothing beats the energy in this city. Nothing.
Absolutely.
So that's why I did this as a homage to my city.
Yes. And do you feel like the creativity right now is where are we in the creative ecosystem?
Yeah, I can't tell you. I've been away from the city for a couple of years. I've traveled the world, but honestly, what's happening now currently in Beirut, it's like a renaissance. Absolutely a renaissance. Things are happening. Again, from workshops like the Creative Dialogue today, for the last 3 days, has been wonderful. It keeps the energy going, it keeps people inspired, it gives a lot of hope to the young generation. Yes. This is very important what you guys are doing.
That's actually why I will ask you, what would you like people to take from your experience with Creative Dialogues?
The Creative Dialogue is an opportunity, one, for me and many other designers to share our experience.
Yes.
And my main aim is to inspire the younger generation to really believe that there's a lot of hope for the city. There's a lot of things happening. They need to invest in good design. They need to believe that good design is going to put the city back on the map. And that's through the creative dialogues and the talks that are happening for the next 2 days.
We hope so. We
yes,
really do. And I think it's a matter of meeting like-minded people.
Absolutely.
And sharing your ideas. And then hopefully fruitful things will come out of this.
Yeah, and the networking is so important. Just to be exposed to who's doing what in the city will lead to a lot of kind of collaborations, inspiration, ideas.
Yes.
That's why these things are very important.
So what excites you when you come up with these like opportunities or collaborations?
Like for example, let's take for example today I met this wonderful guy who did the cakes for you.
Yeah.
Little Prince.
Yes.
And
yes.
Immediately.
Fluffiest cakes ever.
Absolutely. They're called chiffon cakes.
Yeah.
And as a creative person like myself, ideas start flowing, and I had a brilliant idea that I want to do with him for October. There's an event that's happening at the Sursuk Museum, and I'm going to hijack him.
That's it, meeting people and getting inspired.
Yeah, totally. And I would not have seen his work if this event was not on.
Yeah.
And I love the fact that you guys brought him in, something to do with cooking, flowers, food. It's wonderful that mix of the creativity. So it's not just flowers today.
Of course,
yeah,
yes.
So you had the food up there, you had creative people. So bringing a designer like myself to this event, meeting somebody who's doing food and flowers, gave me an idea for something that's happening in October.
A completely different...
it has a knock-on effect, this whole exercise.
Yes, it's a domino effect, as you said.
Yeah.
So let's go back a little bit. How about how you stumbled upon your practice? If you can share us.
My practice, for many years I didn't even think I had a practice. I just was so busy creating and trying to understand what I was doing. It took me 10 years to understand what I was doing.
Yeah.
I was just, I studied graphic design. I thought graphic design is just doing graphics that's on print or just being behind the computer. And it is not the case at all. Graphic design is how you think and how you research a topic. And it's very unlike art. You are always given a brief and you are responding to a brief.
Yeah.
And finding solutions to that in a creative way and communicating visually in a brilliant, magnetic way.
Absolutely.
To make the audience understand what you're saying. And I started 10 years later understanding what I was doing, which is changing the perception of the Middle East through the power of design.
And words and the narrative.
It's major visual. It's by exporting my culture abroad. I started to doing that with my first project with the windows of Harvey Nichols, I exported Arab pop culture and put them in the windows in the middle of Knightsbridge. And then it was a knock-on effect doing Comptoir Libanais exhibitions with the V&A. Then I did the Noura in Paris. And then I came back to Lebanon and I was exporting my culture back into Lebanon and the Middle East with that modern twist.
It's nice to have to experience different cultures and get the perspective, and then bring it back to.
Absolutely. It's very important. For me, what's important is travel. To be very well read, to understand what's happening globally. I know you can see the world on the palm of your hand, but nothing beats to literally travel with one suitcase and just throw a dart on the map and go.
The lived experience cannot be
100%.
compared. Yes.
I just actually met a girl at your workshop who's just left New York with a rucksack, and she threw a dart on the map and she decided to come to Lebanon.
Wow.
Yeah, absolutely. She's brilliant.
Yeah. And what do you like to, how do you stay grounded to the local fabric of Beirut or Lebanon, yet also
what keeps me grounded is my Vespa. I ride a Vespa. It keeps me in touch with the local culture.
Definitely.
I'm using it all the time. It's risky, but that's what I love. And from that exercise, it allows you to extract visual cues from the environment, and I recreate them in a different setting. So I extract the shabby and put it into the chic.
Oh.
Yeah, so that's what I do. And a lot of people love that, because a lot of people that come from a certain class, they do not get exposed to the pop culture, the shabby culture. So that's my gift, is to merge the two cultures together.
And what is something that you personally love from this merging? Is there a specific...
The magic that happens is amazing.
Yes.
I produce something that is so magical, so unexpected, so fresh, and it brings the two worlds together, which is very important, because sometimes I feel places are segregated in Beirut. Mm-hmm. You have a certain class that does not dip into the, a poorer area, or the poorer areas do not dip into the richer areas. So I bring the two together.
Yeah, that's wonderful. And also let's learn from each other.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. No segregation.
Do you feel like there are struggles that you face in the creative realm?
In the creative?
Yes.
My biggest struggle, it's trying to. Sometimes of course, at the end of the day, design. You have to also deal with clients, and you have to have a business that's smooth and that's very prosperous. At the end of the day, like any plant, it will not survive if it doesn't have water. So in business, it's financial. So that's the part that's very challenging for any designer or an artist. They have to understand the business side, and to understand and prove your value to your clients. So that's my biggest challenge constantly, is to make my clients value what I do. So until now, despite the 30, 40 years of career, I'm still sometimes facing challenges to make people understand the value of design.
And how do you feel we can bridge that, maybe, perhaps?
Through education. It has to start, when you go to design school, they have to teach business. They cannot just teach design. And that goes also for clients, that when they are at school, say middle school or high school, they have to be taught design and its value. So when they are in the business world and they're hiring a designer, they understand why they are hiring a designer and why it costs X amount of money.
Absolutely.
And not to constantly undercharge and undervalue.
Yeah.
So it's kind of respecting that. Like you respect a lawyer and you respect their fees, the same thing with design, if not even more.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because our impact on the environment is what puts Lebanon on the map.
I think so. Lebanon does have a very strong stand, a very good voice, especially in the creative ecosystem. But maybe it's worth educating and communicating the right message and understanding how much effort it takes to
because at the end of the day, it's finances that keep the pillars up in a business.
Yes.
Otherwise, if a client is constantly snipping away, so they need to support each other.
If you could tell me one word, what creativity means to you, or
My gosh, for me, it's my biggest pleasure.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's that's it.
I feel that you are quite passionate about it.
Absolutely, of course. I mean, it's an area in my life that I go and I do not feel that I'm working.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's where I bloom. It's where I rest. Yeah, where I find my happiness.
It's your way to release and express yourself, perhaps.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. What is your biggest influence? Be it a book, a film, or
my book, of course. You know about my book.
Yes, please share with us your book.
The Secret Life of Syrian Lingerie. You know about it?
Tell me more.
I did a book 15 years ago about the secret life of Syrian lingerie design in Damascus.
Oh.
And I came across this whole world
Absolutely.
that was totally underground, and I collected a lot of designs. And I stumbled upon my co-editor in Lebanon with the British Council events, and we got funding from the Prince Claus Fund. We got a publisher from the States, and that book became such a hit. Until now, it's in demand. It's sold out, 10,000 copies.
And it's true, by the way. They do have.
Oh
that,
yeah, the lingerie.
The lingerie.
It's unbelievable.
Yes.
So, and that's what put me on the map. People still, tap me on the back, like, "Are you the?" That kind of put me to fame.
It's interesting how you evolve in life, and you've written a book, you do jewelry, you're an art director.
It's the thinking. I mean, I don't see myself as a designer. Actually, I was having a talk with a friend the other day. He said, "No, you have to be a specialist." I said, "Absolutely not. Absolutely not. You are a person with thoughts and ideas, and if it's applied on a bouquet of flowers or on a piece of jewelry, or on a piece of, graphics like a poster or a space, you are the person behind it. It's your style, it's the way you think."
And we're made of so many layers, so
Absolutely.
maybe there's a lot of way to express yourself, not in just one.
Like today,
one road.
The people who were at your workshop, they were not all designers. They were people from all sorts of backgrounds, and they were all dipping into a flower event.
Yes.
So, which is lovely.
Yeah, I believe that everybody is creative, but it may be in different ways. So
definitely,
that's so great.
Yeah.
And what's next for you, Rana?
Now I'm heading my way more to the Middle East. I've been living in Miami for the last 4 years, and I feel it's time to be more in the region between Saudi Arabia and Beirut, where it's happening. And it's also happening in Jeddah and Riyadh.
Okay.
So I'm here to hang out, basically, and produce more good work and establish something a bit more concrete. So it's in the pipeline.
I wish you all the best of luck.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And I'm looking forward to the talk this afternoon.
Yes, definitely. Is there anything you want to say in the end? Maybe some message that we can take from
I think for
your
any
participation?
Young designers, actually one thing I wanted to add, that for the young designers, I do mentorship online. So whoever's interested, it's for free.
Oh.
It's called ADP List. People can check me out, they can book and reserve their spot. So that's what I'm on offer. And also for designers to value the impact that they do on their city. When you study design, it's not just to make pretty things, it's to make a difference.
Definitely, I agree. Yeah. Thank you so much, Rana.
You're welcome.